my channel. Sanita here. What it do? Welcome to everybody. Today's video is going to be part of my beginner series. So my beginner series, if you don't know, is I'm taking you through all the different steps of a base routine and the different types of products, so foundations and all the different types of foundation, concealers, all the different types of concealers and so forth, and I break it down into bite-sized little videos for you. So today's video, I am literally just going to take you through my base routine and my current favorite products that I'm using to get my desired look. So let's roll. Eyebrows are on and we are ready to get straight onto face. So skincare routine has been done. I'm moisturizing, I'm ready to go, and I'm just ready to start applying my makeup. So I do start with a primer. So I'm going in with the Revolution Pore primer. I've got some visible pores on my face, so I just like to blur them out so I can get a nice even application. And literally that is all I do, and it just makes my makeup sit so nicely. And I do think that the most important part of a foundation routine is prepping your skin. If you've got good skin underneath, your makeup will sit so much better. So foundation, my favorite type of foundation is a liquid foundation, and my favorite at the moment is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I'm in the shade Mocha, and I like to just dot it on my face, and this helps me to get a real even coverage on my face. So like this. And then my favorite brush to apply my foundation is the NYX brush. This is their foundation brush. It's a nice big thick dense brush, and I just find that it really applies my makeup so nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take no time at all to just really blend this in. This foundation does say that it is a full coverage foundation. I've not really used a full coverage foundation, even though this says it's full coverage. I actually think it's medium buildable to full coverage. I like to let my skin breathe underneath. I like to be able to see my skin underneath. So yeah, and I've gone straight in with foundation. I haven't prepped my skin with any concealer. Sometimes I like to spot conceal, but just at the moment I'm really just trying to use minimal products on my skin. So I haven't gone and spot concealed. I haven't done any concealer under my eyes or anything like that, and that is just by choice. That's something I've just recently stopped doing. So there we go. We're all blended in and all nice. I can build it up if I so wish. So if you have a look, because I haven't done any spot conceal, I can just take it in areas where I feel need a little bit more coverage, and I tend to stay away from the under eye area with extra foundation. The only reason why I do that is because I'm going to go in with a concealer, and I don't want this bit under my eyes to look cakey or anything. So yeah, I tend to stay away from the center bit of my face when I'm building this up, but I like to let my skin see. Like, I've got a beauty spot like on my forehead here, and I like to be able to see it. I don't enhance it or anything like that, because I've tried to do that in the past and it just comes out like a big splodge. So I just let it sit under the foundation. We're done with blending. I find that this foundation really gives me a nice coverage, and it really just illuminates my skin. I don't know why. Maybe it is my skincare underneath, but I do feel like radiant. So that is one of the reasons why it's my favorite foundation, but also because it's a matte, and I love everything matte. So let's move on to concealers. My concealers I'm going to use is in the family. This is in warm caramel. And I don't take it directly under my eyes, I just take it a little bit down and around my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and then on the pore area that I've got. Then I like to take it down the center of my nose, half a halo on the forehead, half a halo on the chin. That's the concealer on. I do let my under eye dry down a little bit because it gives it a little bit more coverage and it just helps to really blur those lines out. That's a beauty hack that I've learned and I haven't looked back since I started doing that. But however, this concealer, it does dry down quickly, so do bear that in mind when you are letting your concealer dry down. So I'm going to go in with a wet beauty sponge and I'm just going to blend out the areas. Can you see already? It feels like it's already quite difficult to blend out, and it's only been on for a moment. And then I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. And we're just doing patting motions. And then we're going to do the forehead. And once I'm all happy with that, I just let the concealer dry down to a consistency that I'm happy with, and then I'm going to show you guys how I blend it out. So I'm going to go in with the same beauty blender, and I'm just going to start on the outside with patting motions to blend it out. I like to take my concealer 2 shades lighter than my face, so it really can brighten underneath. I don't use a brightening powder, I don't bake under my eyes. So if I want this area to be nice and bright, I do go higher in my shade range. And we're really going to get right under the eye and blend that out. Because you want it to sit on the skin, kind of, and not sink in too much. And there we go, that is it all blended out. I had to get right in the nooks and crannies as you saw, but make sure you don't miss a part of your face for coverage. Just gonna blend out this side and we'll be back. So there we go, that is the concealer all blended out. So it looks really nice. I think it looks nicely blended in and it doesn't feel heavy or tight on my face. So I normally use a flathead foundation brush to blend out my concealer, but I've started using this beauty sponge. This is from Remsco. It's so soft and fluffy and light and airy, and it just really like bounces off the skin really nicely. And this company is black owned as well, so that is also a bonus. Go and check them out. I will leave details for their Instagram down below, but go check them out because their sponges are great and I've really started to fall in love with them. So yeah, really good item to use. So then I'm going to go in and I'm going to set the whole face. So like I mentioned to you guys, that the reason why I go a little bit brighter under my eyes is because I just like to use an all over face powder. I don't really like to go in with baking and all of that because it isn't for me. It's a time and a place for me for that, and for every day it isn't it? So the translucent powder I use to set my face is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter translucent powder in the shade Nutmeg, and it's very close to my skin tone, but because the highlighted areas underneath my eyes is so bright, this just really like blends it out nicely. So I take a fluffy brush, I pinch it and I go underneath. I probably could use a sponge to do this, but I really do like this brush, and I just like to not use loads of utensils or makeup brushes when doing my makeup application. I like to keep it pretty simple. So I just like to press that into my skin. So I'll show you again. I press into my skin the product right out, come back across, and then I just dab it out. This helps me to get that matte look that I'm looking for. And we're just doing like patting motions. Make sure you go up to your hairline. Don't miss the hairline. You want every part of your foundation and concealer to be set. And we can go back and over those highlighted areas. And this just helps to set my makeup really, really nicely. I don't think that I will use a new powder to set my face with unless something is really, really great. I think that this is going to always be a staple. Yeah, staple in my makeup routine. Next, we're going to move on to bronzer. I don't contour, I only bronze because I just like to warm up my face. I'm not too worried about sculpting the face or anything like that, and I just love how bronze looks. So this is my favorite one. This is the Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in dark, and it is a whole, how much is it? 15.5 grams worth of product in there. Really nice. The color is really nice and rich, and it just makes me glow from the inside. So I like to take this brush. This is actually the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Love this brush. Pat that into the product, and then I like to just pat the product into my skin first of all. Can you see the payoff? And then I like to just blend it in. And don't forget, when you're blending, blend upwards always. And I take it on my temples and on my forehead. I'm going to do half of my face so I can show you guys just how warm this product is. And then don't forget the jawline as well. See? So have a look at the difference. You can see how this side has just been lifted by it, and this side kind of feels like, oh, you need some life. It's kind of flat. It needs like some life being brought back into it. And this side is just like, yes, I look great. I'm warm. I'm glowing. The sun's been shining. And this side is, oh, it's winter. I'm dead. I need some life in my skin. So this is why I like to bronze, and yeah, favorite of mine. There we go, and that is my face. Lifted, glow, warm, like yes, sun-kissed. We're now ready for the evening, and can you see how my under eye just pops with that glow of the bronzer? It just makes that under eye still look like lively, and my eyes look bright and together. So let's move on to the next step. So the final two steps will be highlight and blusher, and this is my favorite at the moment. This is the Paradise Glow Tammi X Revolution collection, and this is just such a good colorway. This blusher I have literally been looking for like all my life, and yes, you're gonna say to me it's not autumnal colors because now we're going into autumn, but if I want to bring summer still, and I want summer to still carry over into autumn just a little bit, this is perfect. So this lovely coral shade is really, really good for my complexion, and really just, I think it's stunning. And then the Paradise Glow highlighter, it's just very subtle, but very much, I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm here, but I'm not here. So it's just one of those, and it has been my go-to highlighter of recent months. So get yourself a nice compact as well. I will say, yeah, that the bronzer in this isn't bad either. It's actually really, really nice. So yeah, this little quad will suit you really, really nicely, especially if you like to contour as well, because it has got a contour bit in it also. So I like to blush first. So I'm gonna go in very light because it's very pigmented, and I just like to circular motions, like I'm not even touching my face, like it's just like skimming skimming. Can you see how it just gives you that nice like and I think it can be used for autumn. It's just really nice, and it just brings a different dimension, a different color to the skin as well, so it's really, really nice. And I just like brings it all together a little bit. And then highlighter, I like to be very cautious with my highlighter, so I always do dab, 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 back into the palette, tap it off, down my nose, dab, dab, forehead, and then what I do is I go back in and I just blend with the excess. Just a tad more. And then to finish off the face, we're gonna go in with matte. Like I said at the start of this video, I am a matte queen, matte, matte, matte. So we're going in with the Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray, because this is where I get all my oiliness. Hi guys, that was the end of the video. It seemed to have cut off there. I don't seem to have finished it, so not sure what happened there, but that was the end of my foundation routine. I hope you liked these bite-sized videos. This is the final one, so my foundation routine, and it's just like how I like to glow and what products I like to use. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you on my next video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.